Could a simple daily habit be quietly causing your prostate to grow faster than it should? Imagine a habit so common that many men over 60 do it every single day without thinking, and yet, this same habit could be making bathroom visits more frequent, nights more restless, and life less comfortable. In the next few minutes, this will all be explained. There will be no complicated words, just clear, gentle guidance so that every man and every family member who cares for him can understand. By the end, there will be a better idea of what helps and what hurts. The health of the prostate? Before we begin, take a quiet moment. Think about the last few weeks. Have there been nights with more than 2 bathroom trips? Has the stream of urine felt weaker or slower? Has there been a feeling that the bladder is never fully empty? These little signs are often ignored, but they can be important clues. This conversation is not here to cause worry. It is here to offer hope, because habits can be changed, and change can bring comfort. Based on scientific studies and the experiences of many men, it is clear. Some choices in daily life can either protect the prostate or make it work harder than it should. So, let's walk together through this gentle guide. There will be real stories, there will be practical steps, and, most importantly, there will be encouragement, because it is never too late to take care of health. The prostate is a small gland, about the size of a walnut, sitting just below the bladder. It has an important job in the male body, yet it is often forgotten, until problems appear. One of the most common issues after the age of 50 is called benign prostatic hyperplasia, or simply prostate enlargement. It is not cancer, but it can bring daily discomfort. Based on medical research, certain habits can quietly speed up this enlargement. Among them, a high intake of processed red meat, sugary drinks, and alcohol, combined with low water intake, can create the perfect storm for prostate stress. Why? Because these habits lead to inflammation, weight gain, and hormonal imbalance, all factors that make the prostate work harder and grow faster. One long-term study found that men who consumed these foods daily were more likely to have urinary symptoms earlier. Another study showed that poor hydration forces the bladder and prostate into overdrive, irritating both organs. Science is clear. Diet and hydration choices are powerful influences on prostate health. Picture the prostate like a garden plant. When watered with clean, fresh water and given healthy soil, it stays strong and balanced. But if the water is mixed with chemicals, or the soil is poor, the plant struggles, swells, and loses its healthy shape. The human body works much the same way. Think for a moment. What has been the daily drink of choice lately? Is it more soda than water? More coffee than clear fluids? This is not about giving up everything enjoyed. It's about choosing more of what truly helps the body. Some habits feel harmless, until years later, when the body starts to whisper with warning signs. For the prostate, there are a few daily patterns that quietly push it toward enlargement. First, sitting for long periods without movement. Many men enjoy reading, watching TV, or working at a desk, but when hours pass without standing up, blood flow in the pelvic area slows down. Poor circulation means the prostate does not get enough fresh oxygen and nutrients. Over time, this can cause swelling and discomfort. Second, too much processed food. Fast food, packaged snacks, and heavily salted meats may taste good, but they feed inflammation in the body. Inflammation acts like a slow fire, burning tissues and making them more likely to grow abnormally. For the prostate, this means cells may multiply faster than they should. Third, ignoring the body's signals. Holding in urine for too long puts extra pressure on both the bladder and the prostate. Doing this regularly forces these organs to work harder, making them more sensitive over time. And finally, too little hydration. Without enough clean water, toxins build up in the urinary tract. This irritates the lining of the bladder and can also affect the prostate. Imagine the prostate as a small sponge. If it is kept clean and moist, it stays soft and flexible. If it is constantly under pressure and filled with waste, it becomes stiff and swollen. Think about today's routine. How many of these habits might be part of daily life without even realizing it? The body often sends small signals before a bigger problem appears. For the prostate, these signals can be easy to overlook, but noticing them early makes a big difference. One common sign is a weaker urine stream. It may take longer to start, or the flow might stop and start again. Some men feel as if they cannot fully empty their bladder, even after going to the toilet. Another sign is the need to urinate more often, especially at night. Waking up once in the middle of the night can be normal, but if it happens 3 or 4 times, it may mean the prostate is pressing on the bladder. There can also be a sudden urge to urinate, with little warning. This can be inconvenient and sometimes embarrassing, especially when away from home. In some cases, there may be discomfort or a dull ache in the lower back, pelvis, or upper thighs. This discomfort might come and go, so it is often dismissed as simple tiredness. Think of these signs like the gentle creaks in an old house. They are not a collapse, but they are telling you that something needs care before it becomes serious. If any of these signs are part of daily life, it is wise to seek a checkup. Early care can prevent years of discomfort and help keep life active and enjoyable. When it comes to prostate health, timing is everything. The earlier a problem is found, the more choices there are to treat it, and the better the results. An enlarged prostate often grows slowly over many years. If steps are taken early, it may be possible to manage the condition with small lifestyle changes or mild treatments. Instead of surgery or strong medication later, think of it like a small crack in a window. If repaired quickly, it stays strong, but if ignored, it can spread until the whole glass needs to be replaced. The same principle applies to the prostate. Small changes now can prevent big problems later. Basing this on scientific studies, men who seek help at the first signs often keep a better quality of life. They sleep more peacefully, avoid discomfort, and stay active in their daily routines. Waiting too long, on the other hand, can lead to complications such as urinary infections, bladder stones, or even kidney problems. These are not only painful but can also limit independence, something no one wants to lose. Early action is not about fear. It is about preserving comfort, dignity, and freedom to enjoy life. A short visit to a healthcare provider today can save years of worry tomorrow. Some daily routines, often done without thinking, can quietly add pressure to the prostate and make symptoms worse. The good news is, once these habits are known, they can be adjusted with little effort. One common issue is sitting for long periods without moving. When the body stays in one position for hours, blood flow to the pelvic area slows, which can lead to swelling. Even standing up and walking for a few minutes every hour can make a difference. Another hidden problem is drinking too much caffeine or alcohol. Coffee, tea, beer, and wine can all irritate the bladder and increase the urge to urinate. For men with an enlarged prostate, this means more trips to the bathroom, especially at night. High-salt diets also play a role. Too much salt can raise blood pressure and put extra stress on the urinary system. Choosing fresh, lightly seasoned foods can help reduce that burden. Then there is the habit of holding it in. When the urge to urinate comes, delaying urination can stretch and weaken the bladder, making symptoms worse over time. None of these habits are hard to change. It starts with small, gentle adjustments, standing more, drinking more water than coffee, seasoning meals with herbs instead of salt, and listening to the body's signals. These small steps can give the prostate a better chance to stay calm and healthy. Sometimes, the body whispers before it shouts. With prostate health, those whispers come in the form of small changes that may seem harmless at first, but noticing them early can prevent bigger problems later. One sign is a weaker urine stream. If it takes longer to finish or if the flow feels interrupted, it could mean the prostate is pressing on the urinary tract. Many men think this is just getting older, but it is worth paying attention to. Another subtle clue is waking up more than once at night to urinate. Occasional trips are normal, but if it happens regularly, it may be a sign that the prostate is becoming enlarged or irritated. Pain or burning during urination is another signal not to overlook. While it can be caused by other issues, it's the body's way of saying something is not right. Blood in the urine, or semen, even if it appears just once, should always be taken seriously. It may not be dangerous, but it is a sign to seek medical advice. Ignoring these small warnings is like ignoring a gentle knock on the door. Eventually, the knock becomes louder. By listening to the body early, there is a greater chance to protect health and maintain comfort for many years to come. Caring for the prostate does not have to be complicated. Small, consistent habits can make a big difference over time. Think of it like tending a small garden. Regular care keeps it healthy and strong. First, stay active. A brisk walk for 20 to 30 minutes most days helps improve blood flow, reduce inflammation, and keep hormones in balance. Even gentle stretching or light gardening can support overall health. Second, eat for protection. Studies suggest that a diet rich in tomatoes, berries, leafy greens, and nuts may help reduce the risk of prostate problems. Limit processed meats, high-fat dairy, and sugary snacks, as these can fuel inflammation. Third, drink enough water. Hydration helps flush the urinary system, reducing irritation. But try to limit caffeine and alcohol in the evening to avoid too many nighttime bathroom trips. Fourth, keep a healthy weight. Excess fat, especially around the waist, is linked to higher risks of prostate enlargement and related issues. Finally, schedule regular checkups. Even without symptoms, routine screenings can catch changes before they become serious. These steps are not about perfection, they are about steady, mindful care. By making small choices each day, the prostate can stay healthier for longer, supporting comfort, energy, and quality of life. Let's take a moment to meet George, a retired teacher from a small coastal town. At 72, George loved fishing, reading, and spending time with his grandchildren. But a few years ago, he began to notice he was waking up 5 or 6 times a night to use the bathroom. At first, he brushed it off as just getting older. One evening, after a family dinner, his daughter gently suggested he see his doctor. Tests showed an enlarged prostate, but thankfully, no cancer. His doctor recommended changes in diet, more daily movement, and cutting back on evening tea. George was skeptical, but he gave it a try. Slowly, he noticed improvements. Within months, he was sleeping longer stretches at night, had more energy in the day, and even felt less anxious. His fishing trips were back on schedule, and his smile returned. George often says, "I thought my body was just slowing down for good, but it turns out it was asking for a little help." His story reminds us that age does not mean giving up on comfort and well-being. Small, consistent actions can bring big changes, even in the later years. Stories like Georgia's are not rare. They show that with awareness, care, and the right steps, it's possible to regain quality of life and feel hopeful again. Take a quiet moment now. Think about your own daily habits and how your body has been feeling lately. Do you notice frequent trips to the bathroom at night? Have you been experiencing any discomfort or changes in your energy levels? These are not just random events, they are messages from your body. It can be easy to ignore small changes, thinking they are just part of getting older. But based on medical studies, listening early to these signs can prevent bigger problems later. Your body is like a trusted old friend. It tells you when something needs care. The sooner we respond, the easier it is to maintain health and comfort. Ask yourself, am I drinking enough water in the day, but limiting it before bedtime? Am I eating foods that support urinary health, like fruits, vegetables, and whole grains? Am I giving my body regular movement, even just a gentle walk each day? These simple reflections can guide better habits starting today. Remember, it's never too late to make a change. Even small adjustments one step at a time can bring more comfort and better rest at night. Your future self will thank you for paying attention now, and your loved ones will be grateful for your health and presence. Every stage of life brings its own lessons and challenges. Caring for the prostate, just like caring for the heart or the mind, is a gift we give ourselves each day. By understanding the habits that harm and the choices that help, it becomes easier to enjoy a more comfortable and active life. According to research, many men who take small, steady steps to improve their lifestyle see lasting benefits: better sleep, fewer disruptions, and more confidence in daily activities. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Every healthy choice is like planting a seed. With time, care, and patience, it grows into strength and vitality. So, let each day be a new opportunity. Take that short walk, choose a balanced meal, keep up with regular health checkups. Protecting the prostate is not only about avoiding illness, it's about protecting the freedom to live fully. If this video has been helpful, give it a like, share it with someone who may need to hear it, and subscribe for more gentle, practical health guidance. And always remember, see you in the next video. Stay healthy, stay spirited. Warm regards from me, for a happier and more meaningful life in your golden years.